Gwen from My Spiritual Butterfly. Today I wanted to address a question and a concern that comes up quite a lot from my students and other people about Reiki. The question really concerns whether Reiki drains your energy and how to prevent that if it does, as well as some other issues. One of my students sent me a link to a YouTube video by Sudhguru, who I absolutely love. And in the video, there was a lady asking a question about Reiki. So she was asking how she can protect herself from other people's karma when she practices Reiki. Sudhguru then went on to talk about his dislike for energy therapy and that it shouldn't be done and we're messing with people's energies and almost kind of bringing the ego in and playing God. And so he was dead against it, really. But I wanted to address that whole thing, the whole question there. And first of all, for those of you who don't know about Reiki, Reiki stands for spiritual life force energy. It's a Japanese word. And it's an energy that we have in all of us. We all have a life force. You might know it as prana or chi. So we all have this flowing within us and it comes from above. So it isn't really anything that was created necessarily. We just have a way of delivering it with the Reiki therapy system. The lady who was asking the question was basically asking about how she can protect her own energy, and that question comes up a lot from my students and from people outside, and this is what I kind of teach them to do. So the thing to remember with Reiki is that it is an energy that has a similar frequency to love. It is a really high vibration. And all we're being is this channel, this vessel, this conduit really for this light to flow through. We're not doing the healing, the Reiki is doing the healing, and the person's body knows how to heal itself. But it's just that when things are, when people are stressed out, they're going through lots of challenges in life, then that isn't conducive to healing. The cells can't heal. They literally just go into fight or flight emergency mode. So Reiki helps them to kind of bring themselves back into balance, brings new information to the cells, and the cells can start healing. So as a therapist, you would be wanting to, or a Reiki practitioner, you always want to bring that light in. This is what I teach my students. I wasn't taught this myself. It's something that intuitively I started doing and felt the difference. So if you want to be doing back-to-back treatments or even one treatment and feel fine, you've got to bring that light in from above. So the Reiki isn't coming from you, the energy isn't coming from you, it's coming from above. It's an infinite source. It's filling you up. You see it yourself breathing that energy in and you're breathing it out. So it also surrounds you. So it not only fills you up, it also surrounds you, and that in itself is self-protecting, yeah? Because it has that high frequency of love, anything lower than it can be affected by that love, can be changed or transmuted by that love, yeah? So it's very, very powerful to do, but it does mean that you're protected, your frequency is high. During the session, you might find, particularly if the person you're working with has gone through quite a lot, maybe a lot of trauma, or in quite a serious illness or something like that. They've obviously seen the doctor, they're doing everything they need to do. But you're feeling that empathy for them, you're feeling that sadness, that will start to lower your vibration, your life force a little bit, which means you're not going to be able to bring through as much energy and your mood is going to go down and down and down. And so it's important that we keep our vibration high so we can channel as much energy as possible, and also so we can raise the vibration of the person we're working on. They resonate then to us. It's called energy entrainment. And so we can do that in various ways. We can, first of all, when we realize it's happening, every now and again we're checking what's going on, we're feeling our mood is dropping, reconnect to that light coming in from above, breathe that in, taking a deep breath into your hara, which is just below, 2 fingers below the navel, your lower belly, breathing that energy in and feeling that energy filling up with that light. With that breath is going to help you to kind of feel like yourself again. Also thinking about things you love or things that you really appreciate, that's going to also elevate your vibration and your frequency. You can also, if you have one, you can also repeat a mantra throughout your session or anytime you feel you need to, or a prayer, a beautiful prayer. So something that kind of raises you up a little bit is going to be really important to do. to keep your vibration high, and then ensure that at the end you are able to do another session if you need to. I always advise my students to do Kenya Koho, which is a dry bathing technique of disconnecting and kind of disconnecting, but you're also grounding yourself again, and you're kind of getting back into your own body in a way. But there are various ways to kind of ground and disconnect, whether you're kind of just cleansing the energy down, or perhaps you're taking a cold shower or something like that. So there's various ways to do that. So that's how you ensure that you don't take on other people's emotions and energies and everything else. It's usually emotion, it's pain and suffering, yeah? You don't want to take that on. But also keeping your vibration high, but also getting out of the way. It's very important that we trust the Reiki energy knows what to do, knows where to go, and all we have to do is get out of the way and just be that vessel for that light to flow through. And as I said, we're not doing the healing, so there's no ego there, there's no God force kind of thing, thing kind of being there. We are just being ourselves, being as relaxed and as calm as possible, and allowing this energy to come through. And the energy will go where it needs to go. As I said, you could be working on the person's heart, they'll feel that energy in their feet perhaps, it goes where it needs to go, does what it needs to do. There are no side effects with the Reiki. It's suitable for pregnant women, it's suitable for children, plants, animals. It's really, really safe, and that's been certified by various sort of bodies that regulate Reiki, particularly the CNHC. In the UK. So it's very, very safe to do, very gentle, non-invasive. It's a loving energy. And because it's passing through you as a practitioner, if you practice Reiki, you're also getting a healing bonus. So it's really, really cool that that's happening. So yeah, I think just understanding that it is this beautiful healing energy. We are just being that vessel. We're getting out of the way, letting it do what it needs to do, and letting the body do what it needs to do as well. There's no control or manipulation or anything like that going on. We obviously need the consent of the person. That's priority. We need the person's consent before giving them a treatment. So we observe those protocols, and we also always state that we're connecting to Reiki for our person's highest good, always for their highest good. Yeah, so it's a very beautiful therapy. I hope that if you aren't a practitioner but want to try Reiki, this encourages you to try it, to find a therapist out there and try it, or maybe even learn it yourself. But if you are a practitioner and you've been suffering a little bit of your energy, then you kind of know what you can put in place to elevate that your energy really, so you can do more and serve more, and be fully present in that. So if you have any questions on that, please put them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. If you would like to see more videos, I do have a Reiki playlist of many meditations, and I'm going to do some more of this style video as well, just giving you some training or some tips on Reiki as well, if you do practice Reiki, so you can also use it as a bit of a resource. So let me know if there's any particular topic around Reiki you want me to cover, then I will obviously do that too. But yeah, so thank you so much for listening to me. Please subscribe so you do get those videos when I do them, and also like and share this video as well with your community. But yeah, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing your questions and comments below. But otherwise, have a beautiful day. Thank you. Namaste.